Greetings and salutations. We're back to look at episodes of the show Sliders, with the 2 episodes, in this case, Stoker, This Slide of Paradise. Let's look at Stoker first. So what happened? Wade becomes infatuated with Stoker, a rock band whose members are secretly vampires. Meanwhile, the other sliders try to find clues to Rickman's whereabouts before he escapes them again. So yeah, like, the title of the episode is a reference to Dracula, by Arthur Bram Stoker. And I gotta say, this episode was kind of fun. It's kind of, like, over the top silly, like whether it's the moments in which, like, say, the guys are going, like, say, hey, they're wearing, like, glasses inside, and go, like, say, like, they're, like, saying, like, say, oh. Like, they're checking out all the ladies in the thing, and just, like, say, and, like, a lot of, like, one of the vampires who's the lead singer, like, the drummer, I guess, of the band, he looks like Sting, almost, in a way. There's even a sequence in which, like, say, like a guy who criticized him in the newspaper, so he finds the guy, and then he starts whacking his drumsticks together, causing his car to drive away and crash into a wall, and it's just like, say, so that's how well you take your criticisms, huh? Yeah, I thought this one was kind of fun. I did like the moments, like, say, at the end of the episode, in which there's basically a character who is basically Van Helsing in a way, because in this world, basically, being a vampire is an illness, and basically, like, yeah, Dracula does not exist. Like, the concept of that doesn't exist in this world. So yeah, I gotta say, this one was pretty fun. It was silly. It was goofy. Like, there's a sequence in which, like, say, they're, like, the crew are having, like, say, the guns and all that, all that. In this, also in this reference, is that Rickman, he is, in this episode, he is pretending to be a doctor, so then that he can get, the opportunity to, take, like, these, like, souls or something like that. I think that's what he was always trying to do, with his needles and all that. I kind of liked this one. It was kind of fun. This episode was This Slide of Paradise. Basically what happened in it, they end up going through going through a land where, there are half-human outcasts of a Dr. Vargas, who has been, combining human DNA and animal DNA to create, docile animal, races to, like, say, hey, now do you know what 1 + 1 and all that sort of stuff is, and all that. Apparently this one is based off a book called This Side of Paradise. I'll be honest and say that the entire time I watched this, I thought this was based off of, the island of Dr. Moreau, mostly because, like, yeah, like, in Dr. Moreau, he creates, like, takes people and creates, a bunch of, human and animal hybrids, and Rickman, he is at his most unhinged. He has, like, say, the makeup for him is basically just, like, making him look like he has deformed himself. And it's kind of a lot of fun. Like, there's at one point where I thought, okay, this feels relevant because at one point, Rembrandt falls for a human hybrid woman. And, yeah, it's almost like, say, okay, like, maybe they knew what furries were back in the 90s. Or maybe, but then I'm pretty sure the writers probably thought, nah, let's not go there. And all that. And this will be also the final episode with the character of uh Rickman, and the fact that he gets knocked um off a what would be the word, a cliff, and because like both Rembrandt and Wade, they end up getting sent, using the getting to the portal, um and then Quinn and Maggie end up getting shot to the future with the the remote and all that. So yeah, I'm kind of interested in seeing what's gonna happen for the future of the show, like episode wise, because as I go along, I'm watching these episodes, you know, for the first time. So yeah, but I thought this one wasn't too bad, and I kind of like the effects and also the makeup. But this one wasn't too bad. See you next time.